10 o'clock. You're 6th grade. You come at 10. During 10.
So I was given Madame Johnson's address, I think it was in July, so I couldn't wait. I called the same day and we talked, and immediately we realized that we were maybe one of the other, yes, because we have exactly the same type of, we want the same thing for the kids. So we've been working together since August, and we started with letters, postcards, which was, you know, the easiest way to start the communication. And then we organized video conferences, and now our students have a pen friend or a pen pal in France, and they're really excited, and I really hope they're going to come to France and we're going to be able to come here, and that the partnership is going to last for a long time. 3 heures dans le train, d'accord? Ensuite à Paris, je suis allée à l'aéroport. Et là, j'ai dû prendre l'avion.
Piggyback off of what Madam Keeton has already said, since we have started our partnership, our students have been communicating by Skype, and since that time we have seen on both sides of the waters, in France and in the United States of America, an increase in our students' motivation to learn English in France and to learn French here in the United States, more specifically in Atlanta, Georgia. So we are very pleased to be partners, and we are going to continue this partnership, and we hope that it will continue to grow. And we learned today that we are the only school here in Atlanta Public Schools as a middle school who has started this type of partnership. So we're very pleased that we are pioneers in our efforts. So the hard work that we have done thus far has really paid off.
Part of having this ability to have these partnerships and have them available through Skyping is that you can start seeing a little bit what goes on in other parts of the world and start to build these kinds of relationships. It makes French more interesting. It makes you want to learn French because you see somebody in the class overseas and you say, gosh, I'd like to know more about that person. Or I'd like to know more about whatever it is that they're doing. I'd like to point out how excited we are about this program. This is really one of the premier programs of its type in the state. And the idea is, and this is straight from Superintendent Dr. John Barge, is that as we move into a more global economy, having an advanced ability to speak a foreign language and having an advanced ability to understand culture and to be able to collaborate with international partners to solve global problems is what's going to make all the difference. So any career you might have, any pathway you might be on, any job you go into, the difference is going to be what piece of global competitive advantage do you bring to the table. And if you're able to pair whatever your job is with global knowledge, advanced language skills, you'll get the job every time.
This was a very wonderful program, having an opportunity to meet the representative from France who has the distance learning program with our children here at Price Middle School, Mr. Christie, and this wonderful conglomerate over in France have been working very closely together to foster this great relationship between the children here at this middle school, at Price Middle School, as well as a middle school there in France. Actually, we had some representatives here from the State Board of Education who shared with us that this is the only middle school here in Georgia that has this relationship. We have another school, but it's a high school, Mays High School, which also is a part. And what it does is it builds relationships with the young people abroad, and it helps them to better understand the culture and also an appreciation for the language. So this was really a great, great day. And you know, another thing that was so outstanding about it was the number of parents who were here to observe their children and the accomplishments that they've made in this area, and to hear the children who got up voluntarily on their own to share how important this program has been to them, and their love and their appreciation for their teacher, Madam Johnson, who had no idea that they were going to say the wonderful things that they say. And one of the most inspiring was a student who said, you know, I'm so excited to know this language and know how to speak French, because when my mother and I get a chance to visit France, I will be able to translate for her. So it's really, it's meaningful in more ways than one, academically, socially. It's just wonderful for our students. So we hear about negative things sometimes, but this is a really great positive thing among many that's going on at Price Middle School, and I'm just happy to have been a part of it today.
As for being in French in general is a very great experience because of the teachers that I've had. It's just Madam Johnson takes it to a whole nother level. She interacts with her students. Madam Johnson, like, she is the only teacher that I know that can organize anything like this. Like, this is my first time ever interacting with a sister school. Even a teacher like Madam Johnson herself is so fun and interesting, and I just love it, and I couldn't imagine anything more.
And I'm really happy to be here today at Price Middle School with Miss Shamita Johnson's class, participating in a program with their sister school in Nancy-Metz. It's been really rewarding to me to see this group of students who I actually have known since 2011 when she started bringing her students to the Alliance Française to participate in our youth programs there. It's really nice to see this sort of come full circle after a few years where the classrooms are exchanging through Skype, through letters, and they're understanding that as young people they have a role to play in global society, and a part of that is making direct connections with youth on an international level in class every day, and then taking that outside of the classroom. So I feel really excited about the students, about what they're participating in, and what it has to offer them in terms of their future going forward as participants in a global society who happen to speak French.